People spoke to Claire Letman, a tenant who still lives in one of the bungalows that will be torn down to make way for the controversial development. A tenant who currently lives on the site that will become Tarek Moussa's controversial condo development is calling the HGTV star out for what she says is a deceptive statement about the project he released on Friday. Moussa's statement came after Heartsuk tenants began speaking out about the negative impact they feel the luxury development, called NoHo 138, is having on their community. The complex would require tearing down the last few bungalow homes in their North Hollywood, California neighborhood and displace the people who are still living there. The flipping Moussa star argued that he is not personally evicting anyone from their homes and that the current owner, Arthur Aslanian, who is in federal prison for arson, conspiracy and murder-for-hire plots, is the one who issued the eviction notices. People spoke to Claire Letman, an organizer and tenant of the Heartsuk Street bungalows, about the situation impacting her family and her neighbors. "He basically called us liars," Letman told People on Tuesday, in response to Moussa's statement on Instagram, in which he claims he's being dragged for false accusations and misconceptions regarding the construction of his 138-unit luxury apartment project. Letman claims that the tenants have not had direct contact with Moussa himself since July 14 and that they've requested multiple times that he personally meet with those being impacted, including her senior neighbor Kathy, who she says has lived on the property for 40 years. A representative for Moussa says partners of the project reached out to the resident's lawyer for the first time in March. According to Letman, Moussa blocked the Heartsuk Tenants Association on social media and stopped replying to any of their emails after July 14. Now, a rep for Moussa's tells People that the resident's lawyer has responded to the NoHo 138 partners and a meeting will be set up as soon as possible. Letman confirms they received the email last Friday. Letman adds that it was super triggering to tenants when they heard their homes would be demolished and that they needed to make relocation plans ahead of the $50 million development start date in 2024. She allows that while the HGTV star did not personally issue eviction notices to her neighbors, the current owner of the property did so in order to facilitate Moussa's project. The Heartsuk tenant also alleges that the developers behind NoHo 138 have falsely claimed that they have no relationship to the property's criminal landlord, Arthur Aslanian, as stated on their website. However, Sam Aslanian Architect Incorporated, a company belonging to Arthur's brother, is reportedly responsible for designing the new building. Arthur subjected Heartsuk tenants to traumatic incidents, for which he's currently serving time, including setting multiple fires to their bungalow court, most recently in March, Letman recalls. She says it was especially disheartening to see Moussa film his promo videos directly in front of the scene of the crime. "When you post videos standing in front of the arson damage, talking about the biggest flip of your life and this opportunity to make so much money, you're exploiting the crimes that the landlord committed against the people who used to live here and you're doing it with a smile on your face," Letman says. To Letman, her bungalow is a miracle home with gardens and big old trees that have been here longer than anybody on the block. In fact, she says it's the last bit of green space in the area. "It would be incredibly heartbreaking to watch this place get bulldozed and the trees, and the garden, and just the history that's here," she adds. Construction of the luxury complex is expected to begin in 2024, according to the project's website. The new building will offer 14 low-income units and Heartsuk tenants will have the opportunity to move there once the complex is completed. The development will be handled by Moussa's investment company, TM Capital, his wife and HGTV co-star Heather's company, HM Capital, and other partners. Under California's ELIS Act, landlords have a right to legally go out of business and evict tenants at any given time, according to the Los Angeles Housing Department. The project's website states that the entire process has been and will continue to be handled justly through the Los Angeles Housing Department, LAHD, and a legal relocation advisor in order to make 100% sure the relocation is performed according to the law. It is also noted that monetary compensation will be offered to tenants who wish to vacate their homes early.